Olivia, it's Dave. How come you're not going? It would really mean a lot to me if you came.
What?
The wedding invitation, the one Charlotte gave you? You sent it back saying you weren't attending. Why?
Why? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Why would you even invite me? Why would you think your ex-wife would want to go to your wedding?
Well, we went to school together. You know a lot of the people that are going. It would be strange not to invite you. We're having it in a huge hall at a fancy hotel. The hotel is massive. It's gonna be great. Just think of it as a class reunion and come along.
No way. A lot of the people going know that we got divorced. They know I'm your ex-wife. They'd all look at me strange for being there. And how do you think your bride would feel? So don't worry about me. I'm not going. You do your own thing. You don't need me there. Enjoy your wedding.
Honestly, I need you to be there.
What for?
Because I want Riley to be the flower girl.
What? The flower girl?
My fiancée, Emily, is only 21 years old. She's half German. She spent most of her time in Germany, so she doesn't know a lot of people here. She doesn't have anyone to ask to be the flower girl. I told her not to worry about it, and I'd get somebody related to me to do it.
What? So you figured you'd get your daughter, who I gave birth to after we divorced, to do it?
It's a good idea, isn't it?
No, it's not. If she knew who you were and loved you like her father, I could understand. But how many years has it been now that you haven't seen her? She only knows your face because I've shown her pictures. Think about it. This is crazy.
Yeah, but regardless of what you say, she's still my daughter. It'll only take a little bit of your time on that day. And Riley will get to dress up in a pretty dress like a princess. She'll be delighted, don't you think?
You're being pretty optimistic about someone who doesn't even know you. Is the bride okay with this anyway? Does she want your ex-wife and your daughter from another woman coming, let alone being part of the ceremony? If it was me, I wouldn't be happy with it.
That's not a problem. I told Emily that Riley is just the daughter of an acquaintance of mine.
Huh? Hold on here.
What?
I just want to get this straight. You haven't told your wife-to-be that you have a child.
No. She knows I was divorced once, but that's all.
What? Why?
Emily's only 21. She's still pretty young, so I didn't want her worrying about my past.
That doesn't matter. This isn't something you should keep secret from someone you're about to marry.
I'll tell her when the time is right, just not now. Let me use my own discretion on this issue.
You'll tell her when the time is right. This isn't something you should take lightly.
Yeah. Look, don't get so worked up about it. Emily and her parents are all pretty laid-back people. I'm sure it's not something they'd even care about.
What do you mean? Whatever, I don't care what you do. But from now on, even if you're in trouble, leave me and Riley out of it. You obviously don't want her in your life, so let's keep it that way. You're not my responsibility anymore.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to Riley being our flower girl.
No, she's not doing it.
Why not?
I already told you why. And Riley is old enough now that she understands what's going on around her. She knows the reason you and I got divorced was because you were sleeping around. I didn't even have to tell her. She just suspects it from all the TV and movies she's seen.
Come on. That was years ago. The person I'm marrying now isn't the person I was cheating on you with. So, let's let bygones be bygones, okay?
I don't care what you say. Riley and I aren't going.
Hey, Olivia. Why didn't you show up today? Hey, message me back.
What do you want?
How come you didn't come?
Obviously because I sent back my invitation saying I wasn't attending.
No, you told me that you'd be there.
I told you I wasn't coming? I said Riley and I aren't going.
Because of you, we had a huge incident at the ceremony. I'm at the police station now.
Oh, is that so?
I thought you were coming, but I didn't see you anywhere. Then I saw a little girl in the hallway dressed up in a beautiful dress, like a flower girl. I assumed it was Riley, so I went to grab her and take her with me. But it was a little girl attending a different wedding. I knew it was a huge hotel, but I didn't know it had 2 halls for weddings. And I didn't know there was a different wedding happening there on the same day. It caused a huge uproar. People thought I was trying to abduct her.
You mean you didn't even ask the girl her name before you tried to take her with you?
It was right before the ceremony was going to start. I was already panicking. She looked like Riley, and she was in a beautiful dress. It was an honest mistake.
So that's all that happened, huh? I think you're only telling me part of the story. I heard from a friend of mine that attended the wedding what really happened. I couldn't believe how stupid you acted.
About what?
The girl you thought was Riley was how old? 8, was it?
So what? That's about the same age as Riley. I admit, it was stupid of me to make a mistake like that, but it wasn't all my fault.
You know, Riley is 11 now.
Huh?
Do you think that girl you mistook for Riley was dressed appropriate for Riley's age? And I heard the first thing you did was yell at her for being late. Then, when she started crying, you grabbed her by the arm and started dragging her down the hall against her will, didn't you? Of course something like that caused a big uproar.
Hold on a second here. Riley is 11 years old?
That's right. I know you haven't seen her since she was about 2 years old, but to mistake your own daughter's age by 3 years? Has your brain missed a few updates or maintenance checks on its memory circuit?
I can't believe this. How come you didn't tell me that sooner?
Huh?
A flower girl is supposed to be young, like elementary school grade 3 or younger. If I knew Riley was 11, I wouldn't have asked you in the first place.
Don't blame this on me. You should remember how old your own daughter is. And the problem you had today isn't about that at all, now is it?
Don't change the subject.
I'm not changing the subject. The whole subject we're talking about is what you did at the wedding today, isn't it?
What do you mean, what I did?
Anyway, for now, after the police release you, the first thing you need to do is apologize to that little girl and her parents. And then you'd better go get on your knees and beg for forgiveness from your bride.
What? I mean, I understand apologizing to the kid, but why should I have to apologize to Emily?
I told you, I got all the information from my friend who was there. Emily knows that you have a daughter now. It looks like she found out shortly after your little incident.
What? How?
When you were trying to get the little girl to go with you, apparently you were yelling things like, "Do as your father says."
I didn't say anything like that. At least I don't think.
People on the bride's side of the family heard you yelling things like that.
You're kidding, really?
I guess your parents got barraged with questions about it, but they had no idea what was going on. Someone on the groom's side knew about our daughter and told them all about her.
Oh my God. You're kidding.
And I did too. I got a call from Emily's father today. He wanted to verify if what he heard was true.
What?
I shouldn't have to tell you, but I told them all about the daughter you were trying to hide from them. I also told them why we got divorced in the first place. That means I told them about you cheating on me.
Oh my God.
I told you, if you didn't tell her the whole story, you'd be making a big mistake.
Hold on a minute. Why are you acting like this is someone else's problem?
Huh?
Your ex-husband had a huge mix-up regarding your daughter. He's in a lot of trouble right now. You better get over here as fast as you can and get me out of this.
Huh? Have you lost your mind?
Huh?
You're the one who kept your daughter a secret from your fiancé. The only reason I got involved in this at all is because of your selfishness. All I did was clarify what your bride already had heard from other guests at the wedding. So, me taking your side in this, or going there to help you in any way, it's not my responsibility, not in the slightest.
How could you?
By the way, you've fallen really far behind in your child support payments.
Huh?
I'm glad you got in touch with me. It was written in our divorce papers that if you didn't pay, they would garnish your wages. I'm gonna have them do it.
Wait. Just hold on here. I've got no money. I used every cent I had to pay for this wedding today, and that didn't come close. And since I'm going to be married, I need all the money I can get to support Emily. Just hold on a bit longer.
Huh? What? You think you're still going to be able to marry Emily?
Today is our wedding day.
You never told her about your daughter. She can't trust you at all.
But we love each other. We'll work this out.
You need to stop living in your own little fantasy land and start seeing what's going on here in reality.
Reality?
Emily knows that you have a daughter now and that you've been hiding it from her this whole time. When she found out, she went into a mini rage and tore up her wedding dress. And apparently, while she was crying and tearing up the dress, she was yelling some really terrible things about you in German.
You're lying. Don't scare me like that. She wouldn't do that.
That's exactly what I heard from my friend who was there.
Oh my God, Olivia, you have to help me.
What?
If you help me, we can get back together if you want, okay?
With you? Not even if I was hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt.
But, Olivia...
No matter how many years have passed, I'll never forgive you for what you did to me and my daughter. A man like you can never be fixed. Today's incident proves that.
What do you mean by that?
Goodbye. Wow, I'm exhausted from all that. I only heard the gist of what happened after that, but unsurprisingly, Emily called off the marriage. Apparently, she wouldn't even go to the police station to bail Dave out. Emily and her parents refused to pay a cent for the wedding, and Dave was stuck paying for it all. I, on the other hand, went to my lawyer and explained that Dave had stopped paying child support long ago. The court made him pay the back amount to me in one lump sum. His wages are getting garnished from now on to ensure I continue to get paid. With the cost of the wedding and the back child support payments, Dave is in massive debt now. Apparently, he even came to talk to me once to request money from me. Luckily, he didn't know I had moved, so he went to the apartment I was living in years ago. What's even worse is he assumed the man that answered the door was my boyfriend. Some choice words were exchanged, and Dave went into a rage. He burst into the guy's apartment and started destroying everything. The police were called again, and Dave was forced to repay the man for everything, making Dave's debts even worse and giving him a criminal record now. Ah, what an experience it's been.